variables or the local variables doesn't change, except that the global variables are declared before main function or the main section in the global declaration section. So here, if you observe, area is a global function, and a is an integer variable which is a global variable. Both area and the variable a can be accessed throughout the program. Every C program needs to have a main function, and each main function consists of two parts, which is declaration part and execution part. Declaration part is where all the variables are declared. For example, when you see or observe this example, you have the main function defined by using the main keyword. Now int a is equal to 10 is the statement where the variable a is declared. Now the execution part begins with the curly open brace and ends with the curly close brace. Now both variable part or the declaration part and the execution part must be included within the curly brace. Subprogram section is the section where we define all the user defined functions. Here in the example, we have a user defined function add. Now this is a user defined function which can be called anywhere within the program, and this user defined function add will return its value to the called function. This is a sample program which demonstrates all the sections. First is the documentation section. Here the comments have been included within the delimiters. Now next is the link section where header files are included. Here is the definition section where num is a constant which has been defined with the value 20. Here is the global declaration section where int function has been declared. This is the main section where both declaration and executable parts can be seen. Here is the sub function which is defined. So function here is a global function which is declared in the global declaration section and defined after the main function. This is a simple C program to display a statement. The first line is a single comment line, and thus I am using a backslash symbol here. Next we have a header file which is included, which is a standard input output library. Then we have a main function here, and the return type of main function is void, meaning it is not returning any value. Next we have a open curl brace which indicates the beginning of the main function. Then we have a printf statement. Printf is a function which is an standard output function. Now here, whichever string that would be included within the double quote will be displayed onto the output console. Now every variable and executable part of the main function has to be terminated with a semicolon. Now getCH here is a function which holds the output value. The ending curling brace indicates that this is the ending of the main function. So every C program must have a main function with a beginning curl brace and ending curl brace. This is a program to check the eligibility to vote. The logic behind the program is to display a statement that whether you are eligible to vote or not eligible to vote. If the age is less than 18, then you are not eligible for voting. If the age is greater than 18, then you are eligible to vote. So we have a main function here where num is declared as an integer variable. You are displaying a statement onto the console to enter the age. The value is read through a scanf statement here. Then if the value of num is less than 18, then you are displaying a statement that you are not eligible for voting. Else you are displaying a statement that you can vote. This is a program to add two variables. So we have a variable A and we have a variable B. Both A and B has to be added, and then the value of A plus B has to be stored in another variable which is C, and then we have to display the value of C. So firstly, I am declaring three variables A, B, C here. Then in the first printf statement, I am entering the value for A, and then that value will be read through a scanf statement here. Next, I am entering the value of B, and that value will be read through a standard input function scanf again. Then both A and B will be added, and the value will be stored in the variable C. And then lastly, I'm displaying the statement that sum of A and B is C. Thank you, and we reached the end of the session.